All right. Hey, team. It is Dee. We are here. I'm just letting a few people in here. It is Monday night. It is June 23rd already, you guys. That's crazy. So one more Monday in the month, which is crazy. So good to see you. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to spend a lot of time. There are some pretty incredible things happening within Optavia. You probably have put some of the announcements in coaches. You probably got an email today about the new Premier Plus program. So really want to spend time on that, the edge activities, so that we are all on the same page, because this is the way the ship is going. And I think the more that we understand it, the more we can embrace it and be able to grow from it. So it is good to see each one of you on here. I see a couple faces we haven't seen in a bit. So, oh, hey, Lori, nice to see you. Um, and wanted to give a shout out to a couple of coaches. Ellen, she kind of went off screen here. Ellen has earned her client assist bonus as a new coach. She has 3 new clients, so she's got the 3% bonus and also, oh, she's got 4. Look at that. She just put 4 up. So, all right, you are on your way to that 5, if you want it, that 5 for the next bonus. So that's awesome. Ellen, how's it feel to be bringing on those new clients?
It is so exciting, and I did my first one today. Kelly has been awesome. She is the best coach. She's helped me so much, and being able to help others. I'm thinking this is so exciting, and so I got my first one today by myself without her coaching me. Well, she's already coached me and trained me very well, but
That's
super
so
excited, ready
empowering.
to just keep on. And I have 2 more. Hopefully, one will sign, and I'll make my 5, and I'll be super excited.
Yeah,
So.
and Frank just pointed out you might be a senior coach right around the corner. So, and you're doing this
Yay!
working a busy schedule full time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I work nights in the ER, and this week I've had vacation Bible school. I've had 2 grandkids all week, and we start swimming lessons tomorrow. So I go back to work on Thursday. So it's busy.
It is busy, but you're making it happen. Yeah, you're making it
Yes,
happen. That
yes.
is
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank
Yeah, you
you.
are welcome. And I don't see Kelly, but Kelly is going to earn the assist bonus and probably some other things down the pike. So super, super exciting. So, and we also, she's going to be on next week to tell us kind of what she's doing and what's making the difference. But Carolyn Twitchell brought on 5 new clients this past week. So she's earned the 5% cab or the 5% client support bonus. And she's going to share with us next Monday with what's working for her. So, good, good, good. So I'm excited, you guys. So the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is just edge in general, the edge activities, because these are the activities that Optavia has defined that are making a difference in that are the daily actions that have done consistently are pretty much guaranteed to grow your business. Remember, we're in the intentional building stage right now, especially if you've been coaching for a while. So these things take effort, but most importantly, they take consistency. And really, what they've laid out is designed to be done in full and doing all of the actions consistently. And you don't have to do any of this. That will be the first thing I will say is you don't have to do anything. But I will quote the famous Kristen Glass, who said, I would be a dumb butt, that's her words, if I didn't do what was proven to grow my business. Right. So that is the philosophy I have taken. I have 100% embraced it. But they talk about level 1, level 2, level 3. And honestly, I have to keep going back to my notes to check to see what is that? Where do I fall? Where does this team member fall? So I thought I've got a lot of slides, but I just found it really helpful in the leadership meeting last week when they went over it all again, that I pulled together a couple things that I think will be helpful. So let me share my screen. All right. All right, Julie, can you see my screen here with the edge? All right, excellent. So these are the different levels. The level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So level 1 edge.
I'm not seeing that part. All I see is Zoom meetings.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Need that. We're close. All right. How about now? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right, because these slides look pretty slick if you ask me. So I was pretty proud of myself for pulling this together. All right, so level one is honestly every one of us on this call. Every one of us is, whether you're a new coach to executive director and above, is a level one coach. So our challenge is basically to do the Edge 30 activities, and we'll go over those again in a minute. And if you reach executive director, if you're not there already, and you sponsor a new coach and help them assist new clients, you're going to be a level one achiever, and there are benefits to that. Oops, who's scribbling on my screen? Is somebody? What happened? All right, level two is executive directors to national directors and above. So that's many of us on there. This is a performing executive director through national director or above. There are benefits if you help somebody, a new coach or another coach on your team, reach executive director. And then level three is national directors to integrated presidential directors. And then there's an elite for IPDs and above. But these are the daily activities. I apologize for that green line over the screen. We've been talking about them every week. So this is all about expanding your audience and increasing your communication out there. So adding 3 new friends on social media, having 3 new conversations a day. We've talked about these, having 3 times, posting 3 times on social media. And then staying on your Optavia health plan. We're going to talk about that. Attending your team meetings, which you guys are all plugged in and doing. And then inviting at least 3 people to explore coaching each week. So these are our activities, and this is all based on growth. Because if we know that, we are increasing our audience for potential clients, as well as offering the coaching opportunities. New clients, new coaches will grow a business. Any questions on what the activities are or the levels that we have? Okay. So here's where the rewards come in, right? So when somebody, if you do the activities, your executive director, you sponsor that new coach. If you've been executive director during the at least 3 times during the qualification period, you are going to actually qualify to go to the Executive Director Summit in November, which is pretty amazing, just for sponsoring a new coach and helping them earn the assist bonus. And that also will give you eligibility for Go Global. And so Go Global is coming back. That is going to be an event for EDs and above who have sponsored and helped their new coach add clients and earn one of these bonuses. And I've got the dates for you. Go Global is going to be in Dallas in April of next year. So for those of you guys who have been to Go Global in the past, this is a powerful event for helping us at the level where we've gotten proficient at coaching clients, running an ED business, but we're ready to move forward with coaching coaches. And then level 2, which is if you help a coach become executive director in your organization, that is also going to give you the ability to go to Sundance. So they've totally changed Sundance, and Sundance is in October of 25, and we've got some people that could definitely do that. And then level 3 is going to be the same for 25 to go to the Sundance, to go to Go Global, and then also to be able to participate. Level 3 is those that can earn the incentive trip next year. But wait, there's more. They just announced last week on effective June 19th, they're now even giving bonuses. So in the next couple of months, if you make this happen, if you're an Edge 1 achiever, so you're an executive director and you help a coach between now and end of September, or by end of August, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus. And if you're a level 2 achiever, you're going to get a $2,000 coach bonus. So that's pretty significant, you guys. They have never paid out so much in bonuses right now to reward growth than they ever have. with Optavia. So I love it that they put their money where their mouth is. They've showed us what we need to be doing, what are the actions, and they're rewarding big time for it. So that's pretty significant. All right. Okay, so here were the statistics. I'm not sure that everybody has seen this, but this is primarily reflected out of the Dan and Megan Valentine's organization, as well as Kristen Glass's organization. But basically, individuals who are reporting on the Optavia app that they are doing the daily edge activities, the studies are showing that 76% of new clients coming into Optavia are from those coaches that are doing these activities. So it's evidence, do the activities, bring it, it will lead to new clients. 87.8% of new coaches are those that are doing these activities. So the reward is there in terms of we're doing the activity to acquire and grow, and the evidence is showing it's true. The other big difference was in the volume, the frontline volume of those that are engaged in the activities. Average volume is 2,346, where average volume of a coach not engaged is $399 with that. And then the PQV, so this is evidence if you are on program yourself and you are authentic in your ordering under your coach, so it reflects as PQV for you. Average order of those engaged, which means that they're actively on a program improving your health, is $200, where the average is $74 for coaches that are not engaged in the activities. So it kind of shows all around that when we're doing the things that that the reward is there, and that includes being in integrity with our own health. And I will be honest with you, for the first time ever, I heard Dr. A speak about this on the transformation leadership call on Monday. And we're going to go over some other changes, but what he was showing us and what Nick Johnson's goal for Optavia is that we have the largest network of professional health coaches out there. And the word professional is taken very, very seriously. So that's why we're seeing changes in the renewal process and the expectations of coaches. But Dr. A talked about that, and then also in the Premier program, like they're elevating everything to what the marketplace is reflecting, so that we can be out there offering something that is consistent, no surprises, that we come across professional. But Dr. A talked about it, and he said, if we are going to be the #1 most professional health coaching organization out there, we are the walking billboards ourselves. So it's not just, doing the 501, we reached our goal and then we're there. It's maybe your next thing is that you are elevating your fitness level, or you are lowering your body fat percentage, building more muscle, that you are going next level and you're living that out loud, because that's who we are. And I've never really heard him talk about it at that level, but it made a lot of sense to me when we talk about, if we're going to be the professionals and have the kind of businesses that we want to have, that we are the walking testimonies of it. And I can guarantee you that when you are integrity and you are moving forward in your health, not just trying to get back to a weight you were at before or whatever, but actually consciously just moving forward, embracing it as a health journey, those coaches do significantly better in their businesses. There's just a direct correlation. So that is the focus. We talked, the past couple of weeks about acquiring client, or doing the 3 new friends, the conversations, the post, but today's emphasis is on being moving forward in your own health journey, which is one of the edge activities. Okay, so we're going to move on to some things here. Feel free to screenshot if you need to, but it was announced that a couple weeks ago, it was announced that the renewal process for coaches, that where it used to be $99, it has been increased to $199 for us to renew as coaches. What the company has done is significantly tightened up the renewal process. And this honestly is done to weed out coaches that are not paying attention to their business. They're not checking Connect and seeing it on the banner that their renewal is coming up. You know, that they very often, these coaches are not actively calling their clients, being engaged on team meetings, etc. And it's really a weeding out process, and also looking to save the company time and money, because when a coach does default and then they want their companies back, their business back, et cetera, it's an expense. It's a huge expense to the company to be doing that. So just to be real clear on it now. So with the renewal process, there's still going to be a 30-day notification of it, and their renewal date will stay. Your renewal date will stay the same. What they've removed is that there is no more grace period. Used to have 15 days. If you missed it, there is no grace period. So really putting the responsibility on the individual coach to stay abreast of what their renewal is. And if you do have coaches on your team, there is a renewal report in Connect that you could, if there was a coach that you were, they were coming up close on their renewal, that they are active in the business, they want to grow this business, that might be somebody that you would reach to and say, hey, I see on my renewal report, just want to make sure you're aware of it. But do that with the coaches that are engaged, right? Because you might be in a situation where you're supporting their clients, you're supporting their coaches, et cetera. And if they're not engaged, that might be the sign, if they don't pay attention to it, that it's time for them to move on. They also lose access to Optavia Pay. So when your coach agreement goes down, any future payments from Optavia stop as well. So that's pretty significant as well with it. And if they want to revert it, they can, but they have to pay the $199 and $500 penalty for losing. So we got to be pretty serious that we want it back. Their clients and their coaches will have rolled up to the next person in their organization. By request and with approval from mentorship, their clients can come back to them. Their coaches cannot be reverted back to them. So if you have a coach that has coaches underneath them, they lapse, those coaches will roll up to the next coach in the organization, and those coaches will not go back to them. There's not a reinstatement process. So that is pretty huge, but I actually am, now that I really understand it, I am very much in favor of it, because we would rather have a smaller organization of highly engaged coaches than have a reputation of, well, I have a coach, but I've never heard from them. They don't call me, etc., right? Of somebody who's not engaged. So questions around that? Thumbs up, good with it? Behind it, back it? Okay. One more step in the process is, we used to have certification, and they used to reward for certification, like pay us an extra bonus for it. Then they took that away. There is going to be a new certification program, actually in effect as of July 1st. And you do have to be a certified coach under this new program in order to be eligible to renew. So that will be another step that has to be done for all of us, is to go through that renewal process. But anybody who wants to renew, if they're not certified, they won't be eligible to renew. So as of June 23rd, which is actually today, if you show certified, whatever, they're going to take that off. You don't have to change your business cards or anything, but they're going to take that off if you had certified business coach. And then on July 1st, the new exam will be available for us. And then they are going to have a 1-month waiver, like time, because they know that this is new and it's just coming out. So July renewals actually get a buffer right now, because they get the ability to do the certification in July. So I think that is good too, because we will officially be certified, and it's part of our designation. It's not like something you just do to get paid more. So it's good. All right. And that's why I really wanted to take this time, so you could kind of hopefully understand the thinking behind it. And, especially when you need to explain it potentially to somebody else.
Can I ask a quick question on that?
Yes, Vicky.
Yeah. Some of us renewed, before the price went up. So when that happens, so does that still happen like on our renewal date?
I
Do
think
you
if you just go ahead and get certified now,
Okay,
in July, just go ahead and get certified. Just do it so that that is not an issue. And then whatever your renewal date is, I would say watch it coming up. Don't make any assumptions because that was kind of new. Like some people, like the advance payment. So don't make any assumptions in there. Like maybe even call coach support and say, hey, I want to make sure that, I'm okay. My renewal's coming up, but I had already paid with it.
I was going to ask if there's any fee for the new certification exam.
They did not mention a fee. So I would think
Okay.
if there was, that would have been mentioned.
Okay.
And Ellen Stewart, you asked the question, in the back office, there is under the banner, under Optavia Connect, there is a Learn tab. It will be under Learn. And we'll get more, as soon as more information is available, I will share it. But there'll be a place that you click in the back office to be able to go to that certification. And I see, Stephanie, you asked about the cost as well. To my knowledge, no fee for it, which is good. Okay, the next up, and you should have gotten an email about this, but corporate has been doing a lot of research on our shipping program, the Premier program, listening to client complaints, listening to coach complaints, requests, etc. And the primary things that they were hearing is that we wanted a simple, easy to understand acquisition offer, predictable QV and CV, consistent pricing, lower shipping on smaller orders. So maybe somebody didn't necessarily have to order $175 worth. Reward and incent full month orders, lower the prices of our fuel lanes, and that discounts are preferred over rewards. So they've done mega. They had a couple different plans, a lot of research, piloting, and I am super pumped about what they've come up with here. And it is going to be, I think, announced to clients on July 1st, and it goes into effect on July 8th. So it is important that we get it, we understand it, be able to do it. And I honestly just learned about the details of this like you did. So I want to use this as the opportunity we can ask questions. And if I don't know, we'll figure it out together what the answers are. But basically what they're doing is called Premier Plus, and it is a tiered program, but it's a much more simple program. And one of the big wins in it is there won't be that huge jump from the first order to the second order, with a client, if like they came in on the commit to health promotion or whatever, and then they go to their second order and it's like $100 more. And they're like, what the heck happened here? No matter how you try to explain it in advance, that will be flattened out. There's like a very, very small difference now in the orders. It will be $7.95 flat rate shipping for any order, any size, on demand, Premier Plus, no matter what. 1 can of whey protein, anything, $7.95. Huge change with that. And also, and this might be a little bit out of order, they are going to do away with the 180-day requirement for benefits. So now people can come and go as they want. There'll be no penalty for letting it lapse. I mean, we want to encourage people to come back and whatever. So this is a way to smooth it over, and allow everybody with that. So the other way is, and this is a big part of this, is for retention. So we're very, very heavily focused on acquisition, but we're also very focused on retention. And then the other thing is that the prices are dropping on the fuel lanes. So it's down, it's about a 6% decrease across the board. And I've got a slide to show you what that's going to look like. So, lower prices going to help with the acquisition. Shipping is simplified. It's going to be better for our business, especially at month end. What was confusing for people with Premier Rewards was when you were getting close to a rank or a next level with the business, and you might say, well, I've got an order for $360, but they've got $30 of rewards. And so then what's the QV on this going to be? And like, you don't know if you're there or not, and whatever. Well, that is confusing, stressful, and they don't want that. So this will be flattened out with that, the QV, et cetera, because you're not going to have those rewards discounted off. So it'll always be flat rate. Pretty much what you see is what it is. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like for a new client. This does not include the Habits of Health books. Those, we always order with a new client. But right now it's 22 boxes of Fuelings. They get $115 off, and then it's $396.50. For a while, they were doing the Commit to Health promotions, the acquisition, and then that was taking it all the way down to $321.50. So that was significantly lowering QV. They really want to eliminate those like Commit to Health promos, et cetera, because they can be confusing. You don't want people waiting for sales, make it consistent. So what they're going to do is actually go back to 20 boxes in it rather than 22. That is a full 28 days supply. And then when they order that, they get 20% off. And so every new order will be $364. And then you would add the Habits of Health books to it. And then that's what your QV will be, and then your commissionable value, and then your auto ship would happen at 28 days. I'm going to go kind of fast because we're getting up on the time. For the second order, this is where the continuity happens. They're also, if they do a full order again of 20 boxes, they will get 20% off. If they do less than 20, those 20 boxes, it's going to be a 15% discount. So they're being incented 20% bigger discount if you order the 20 boxes, but their order will be the same in terms of what the cost is for that. So that's pretty significant. So we don't have that bump anymore on month 2. These are the lower prices. You guys, I don't know if you want to screenshot it. I mean, you'll be able to see it online, but everything is just
We
taken
see
down.
nothing. We just see you. We don't see your screen.
Are you kidding? Through all of this?
I'm dead serious the whole time you've been talking.
Y'all, you needed to tell me. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Wow. We
And
missed a lot.
is it in Coaches? Can we grab these in Coaches?
I should be able to post this slideshow.
Okay.
Sure.
I got an email today from Optavia spelling it all out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And if you
It might-
so if you want to screenshot any of this, these are the reduced prices with it so that you can see with it, but everything is just a little bit, whatever. But the discounts to price do not impact your QV and your FQV, which is awesome. And actually, I thought it was a 6% discount. It's actually a 10% discount, which is pretty significant. Not discount, lower price. Questions? Let's go back on that. Whoops.
Did you say the second order is the same as the first?
Mm-hmm.
How?
If they do 20 boxes again.
They're doing the
If
like
it's
the
20
115 discount?
The first order, great question. The first order is 20 boxes and they give them a 20% discount. So it brings it to 364. Second order, 20 boxes, full order, 20% discount, 364.
Oh, so it's basically like the same incentive as the first month.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that said it's 15% of continuity orders.
It is actually, I wanted to do that screen. Basically the tiered pricing discount. Oh, you're right. That's you know what? I think you're right. Yeah. Tiered pricing, 350 consumable subtotal, 15% off continuity orders, 250 to 350 gets 10% off. That's, you know what? Thank you, Julie, for pointing that out, because I pulled those slides off of Coach Answers. Okay, I will investigate that.
Well, and that's good. If we can go to Coach Answers and pull those up too, that's a good
Yes, it's the
Excuse
assets,
me.
coach assets, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just writing this question down. Okay. So this might be a little, I mean, like new clients aren't going to know any different. So just always remember that. New clients, you'll just say, hey, here's your first order. The great thing is, as a new client, you get 20% off. It's, $364, right? So you don't have to explain a lot, there's not a lot of different things to explain about you're going to get future rewards and all of that. It's just easy to explain.
Lori asked, and it's a good question, what happens to their current rewards?
I think they lose them. I think there's going to be just a flat change on it.
Actually,
I think they haven't talked about that.
I read there that it said that they were going to offer for a period of time the better of the current discount rewards
Oh,
or the 15 or 20%, whatever, 15 or 10% for, I forget where I read it, but that's what I thought they were going to
okay.
period of time.
I think I saw that in Coach Answers too, Julie, that if the rewards are greater than the discount, they get the rewards that one last time.
That's
If
awesome.
the
That
rewards
is
are
awesome.
less than the discount, then they lose the rewards and get the discount. That's the way I understood it from Coach Answers.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. I mean, that's really, really client focused. So that's great. That's great. Like I said, I'm fumbling along with you. So I keep the questions coming. That's why we ask.
So this also, it looks like at 364 as a 28-day supply, then we can tell our clients that this program is $13 a day.
Yeah.
That's such a good, I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah. That's amazing.
gosh, yes.
Yeah. That is amazing in today's environment. All right. Okay, well, I know that there'll be more to come on this, but I want to just take the time to do it. Couple things else is not to miss the Optavia Impact event, which is like replacing convention this year. It is a virtual event. It goes from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I've seen the run of show. It's really good. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be fast, powerful, and impactful. We're going to have Dan Chard speaking, Dr. A. Top leaders, and then also like Mike and Amy Mills. They are people that grew consistently before kind of the shift came in it, and they are growing like wildfire now. So they're going to have coaches that like sharing what they're doing, real life coaches, what's working. If you want to come to Atlanta, or if you live in the Atlanta area, we are doing a watch party. They are doing watch parties. A lot of people are doing watch parties across the US, so you could look in your area to join one in your area or host one. I know there's a couple coaches on our team talking about hosting their own, so would love for you guys to do that. But we'll do it like we did last year at my house, which was really a lot of fun. So just want to make sure, and you will want to be registered for that. You can go to optaviaevents.com and get registered for it. That will also give you access to all the replays with it.
When is when is Impact?
It is Saturday, July 19th.
Thank you. I'll mute myself.
And then if you want to screenshot this, guys, these are what's coming down the pike, so you can get your calendars marked. January 10th will be the kickoff event from corporate, similar to what's happening in January. That's going to or in July.
You just make share, Gendy.
Oh, thank you. Here we go. All right, everybody got it? Go Global has been announced, and that is April 22nd to the 24th. That is in Dallas. Incentive trip, you have to be a national director in August of this year to be in the qualification, to enter into the qualification period for that. And Optavia Live Convention is coming back next year, you guys. It is July 15th to the 18th. They are telling us now so we can mark our calendars. They want it to be family friendly, bring your family. So they are doing it in Orlando, Florida. So if you remember, we've done that in years past. It's so much fun to go on location, go away. And so put it in ink that you will be there, because I will be there and I want you there with us. All right, we ran a little bit over. The community call is really great. Craig Blanchett is doing that on Mindset. I really encourage you to hop over to it. Come to me with any questions. If you need support on your own personal journey, your business, I am here for you. I'm happy to mentor any of you guys. All right. Okay. Thanks for being an active part of this. I'll see you later in the week. Bye.